I need to tell you something that most doctors will never say out loud. What you're about to hear could change everything you thought you knew about your body. I'm a urologist. I've spent over 3 decades helping men understand their health. And today, I want to talk about something that affects millions of men. Yet almost no one discusses it openly. Here's what I've learned. When men reach their 50s and 60s, many notice changes. Physical changes. Changes that feel confusing. Sometimes even frightening. And the most common response? Silence. Men don't talk about it. They don't ask questions. They assume it's just part of getting older. They assume nothing can be done. But here's the truth. The real truth. Your body isn't failing you. It's trying to tell you something. And when you understand what that message is, everything can shift. Because there's a natural approach. A simple combination. Something that can support healthy circulation. Something that may help restore what you thought was gone. Stay with me. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the science. The real science. Behind how blood flow works. And how 2 simple oils, when combined correctly, may help support the body's natural ability to maintain strong circulation. Before we go further, if you're finding this helpful, you're welcome to subscribe. And if you'd like to continue this journey with me today, just press 1 in the comments. I read every response. Your voice matters here. Let me start with something important. Erectile function isn't about age. It's about circulation. An erection is a vascular event. It requires healthy blood flow. It requires blood vessels that can relax, expand, and fill with blood efficiently. And here's what happens over time. As men age, the inner lining of blood vessels begins to change. This lining is called the endothelium. It produces a molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is essential. It signals blood vessels to relax. It allows blood to flow freely. It supports firmness, responsiveness, and confidence. But after age 50, nitric oxide production begins to decline. Dramatically. Studies show that by the time men reach their 60s, nitric oxide levels can drop by nearly 50%. And when nitric oxide drops, circulation struggles. Blood vessels become stiffer. Less flexible. Less responsive. That's when men start to notice changes. Morning erections become less frequent. Arousal takes longer. Firmness feels inconsistent. And emotionally, it's devastating. Men feel confused. They feel embarrassed. They wonder if something is wrong with them. They wonder if their best days are behind them. But here's what I want you to understand. This isn't a character flaw. It's not weakness. It's a circulation issue. A vascular issue. And it can be addressed. Because when you restore nitric oxide, everything begins to change. Blood vessels soften. They expand. They respond again. Warmth returns. Sensitivity returns. Confidence begins to rebuild itself. And the body wakes up. Not slowly. But often with a suddenness that feels surprising. So the real question becomes this. How do you restore nitric oxide naturally? How do you support circulation without prescriptions or invasive procedures? And the answer begins with something most men already have in their kitchen. Extra virgin olive oil. You've probably heard it's healthy. You've probably used it in cooking. But what most men don't realize is that olive oil contains compounds that can support vascular health in profound ways. Inside high-quality extra virgin olive oil are polyphenol. These are plant-based compounds. They include oleocanthal and hydroxytyrosol. Polyphenol act like protectors. They shield your arteries from inflammation. They reduce oxidative stress. They help blood vessels stay flexible and responsive. Olive oil also contains oleic acid. This is a monounsaturated fat. It helps cell membranes become softer and more efficient at producing nitric oxide. So olive oil, when used correctly, can support circulation. It can support vascular health. It can help the body maintain healthy blood flow. But here's the challenge. And this is something almost no one talks about. Olive oil, when used alone, delivers only a fraction of its potential. The polyphenol are fragile. They're destroyed by heat. They're damaged by oxygen. They break down in the digestive system before they reach the bloodstream. And oleic acid moves slowly when traveling alone. So while olive oil is beneficial, it's not complete. It needs a partner. An activator. Something that can stabilize the polyphenol, protect them, and deliver them effectively into the bloodstream. And that partner exists. It's another oil. One that's been used for centuries in traditional medicine. When you combine these two oils, something remarkable happens. The compounds fuse. They amplify each other. They create a circulation-supporting blend that works faster and more effectively than either oil alone. So what is this partner oil? Black seed oil. Also known as Nigella sativa. It's been used in traditional healing for over 2,000 years. And modern science is now catching up to what ancient healers already knew. Black seed oil contains a compound called thymoquinone. Thymoquinone is one of the most powerful natural protectors of nitric oxide. Here's how it works. Nitric oxide, once produced, breaks down quickly. It has a short lifespan. And when it degrades too fast, circulation suffers. Thymoquinone shields nitric oxide from breaking down. It extends its lifespan. It allows the body to maintain the pressure needed to support firm, lasting blood flow. But here's the catch. Thymoquinone is unstable on its own. It degrades easily. It doesn't survive the digestive process well. This is why many men who try black seed oil alone feel little change. The magic happens when thymoquinone binds with the polyphenol in olive oil. When these compounds fuse, olive oil forms a protective shield around thymoquinone. It allows it to travel safely through the digestive system. It delivers it into the bloodstream fully active. And in return, thymoquinone protects the polyphenol in olive oil from being destroyed. They strengthen each other. They amplify each other. They unlock each other. The result? A surge in nitric oxide. Calmer, more flexible blood vessels. And a return of warmth, pressure, and responsiveness. Many men report feeling the difference within hours. Not weeks. Not months. Hours. They describe it as a gentle heat moving through the chest. A pulsing sensation in the pelvis. A feeling that something deep inside has switched back on. And emotionally, the impact is overwhelming. They describe it like a light coming back after years in the dark. So how do you use this blend? Here's the precise formula that I recommend to my patients. 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Mixed with half a teaspoon of black seed oil. Taken once per day with breakfast or your largest meal. The timing matters. Your digestive system absorbs healthy fats much better when they're consumed alongside food. This ensures the polyphenol and thymoquinone travel deeper into the bloodstream. And the changes build like a rising tide. Day 1, many men feel warmth spreading through their chest, stomach, or legs. This is circulation waking up. Week 1, they report sleeping deeper. Waking with more energy. Feeling a spark they haven't felt in years. Week 2, desire begins to return. Not just as a thought, but as a physical response. And by weeks 4 through 12, confidence transforms. Erections become stronger. More consistent. More reliable. The fear disappears. The hesitation fades. A man begins to feel like himself again. This isn't magic. It's physiology working the way it was meant to. But while this blend rebuilds strength over time, there's another combination. One that works even faster. So fast that many men feel the difference in 30 to 90 minutes. Pomegranate seed oil. Hidden inside pomegranate seeds is a rare omega-5 fatty acid called punicic acid. Punicic acid has a remarkable ability to boost nitric oxide production rapidly. It tells blood vessels to relax, to open. It drives strong circulation into the lower body. But punicic acid, like thymoquinone, is unstable on its own. It needs a carrier. Something that can protect it and deliver it smoothly into the bloodstream. This is where olive oil becomes the perfect partner again. Olive oil acts like a transport system. It spreads and absorbs punicic acid efficiently. And its polyphenol keep nitric oxide active longer instead of breaking down too fast. The formula is simple. 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Mixed with 1/4 teaspoon of pomegranate seed oil. Taken 30 to 60 minutes before intimacy. Or used daily to rebuild long-term vascular strength. Small dose. Massive change. Many men describe a warm surge through the chest, stomach, or legs. A heaviness or fullness they haven't felt in years. A sense of returning power. A spark of confidence that hits not just the body, but the heart. I've seen men look up in disbelief and say, "I thought this part of my life was over." I've watched marriages heal. I've seen tears of hope where silence used to live. Now, even the most powerful oil blend can fail inside a dehydrated body. Water is essential. Your blood vessels depend on hydration the way fire depends on oxygen. When the body is even slightly dehydrated, blood becomes sluggish. Pressure increases. Nitric oxide levels collapse. Drink water consistently throughout the day. Add a pinch of natural electrolytes or magnesium if possible. This simple change can amplify everything we've discussed. Then there's nasal breathing. When you breathe through your nose instead of your mouth, your body naturally releases nitric oxide from the sinuses. Just 5 minutes a day can create measurable change. Sunlight. 10 minutes in the morning activates nitric oxide stored in the skin. It supports energy, mood, and performance. And finally, movement. A gentle 10-minute walk in the evening. Not exercise. Just movement that encourages blood flow and keeps your vessels flexible. When you combine these habits with the oil blends, the results don't just add. They multiply. Now I need to tell you something that may shock you. More than half of the olive oil sold in the United States is fake. Diluted. Or stripped of the compounds responsible for supporting circulation. Researchers at the UC Davis Olive Center tested popular imported olive oils. They discovered that nearly 50% failed purity tests. Almost half of the oils labeled extra virgin were not extra virgin at all. They were blended with cheap seed oils. Processed with chemicals. Heated so intensely that the polyphenol were destroyed. And without polyphenol, olive oil is nothing more than flavored grease. It does not support circulation. It does not protect your blood vessels. It does not raise nitric oxide. The same problem exists with black seed oil and pomegranate seed oil. Cheap products are diluted. They carry no therapeutic value. Real black seed oil is dark and thick. It has a bold aroma. Real pomegranate seed oil is deep reddish-orange and potent. But many products on store shelves are pale, watery, and worthless. So how do you choose real oils? Here's a simple checklist. Real extra virgin olive oil is cold-pressed. It has a slight peppery bite that tingles the back of the throat. It carries a fresh, fruity aroma. It has a golden green color. It comes in a dark glass bottle. Not plastic. It lists the harvest date. Fresh oil is powerful. Old, oxidized oil is useless. Real black seed oil is thick. Dark amber to nearly black. It has a strong, spicy scent and a bold flavor. Real pomegranate seed oil is deep red orange. Intensely fragrant. When you choose real oils, your blood vessels open. Your nitric oxide rises. Your sensitivity returns. I've witnessed men go from hopeless to transformed simply by replacing fake oils with real ones. Let me say something that may feel like a punch straight to the heart. The biggest barrier to reclaiming your strength isn't your age. It isn't your hormones. It isn't your blood vessels. The real barrier is silence. The silence men carry inside for far too long. The silence that convinces them to pretend everything is fine. The silence that makes them avoid difficult conversations. The silence that whispers, just accept it. This is what getting old feels like. That silence is destroying more marriages, more intimacy, more self-worth, and more joy than any medical condition ever will. And it's time to break it. Because here's the truth most men never hear. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not done. Your body is not failing you. Your body has been waiting for you to give it what it needs to do the job it was designed to do. I don't care if you're 60 or 90. If you haven't had a strong erection in months or years. If you feel embarrassed, ashamed, or afraid to hope again. I have seen men in their 70s tell me they thought intimacy was over forever. Until they discovered how powerful the body can still be when circulation wakes up. You deserve to feel like a man. You deserve to feel wanted, strong, alive, and connected. You deserve to look your partner in the eyes without fear or apology. And you deserve to know that it is not too late. The blends we talked about today are not myths. They are rooted in physiology. Supported by research. And proven by thousands of real men who were once standing exactly where you stand right now. Tired of disappointment. Yet terrified to hope again. But they took a chance. They tried something natural, simple, and powerful. And many of them experienced something they thought was gone forever. The feeling of their body responding with strength, heat, fullness, and certainty. Here's my last promise to you. If you commit to these blends daily. If you choose real oils. If you stay consistent. If you hydrate, breathe, move, and give your body what it needs, change will come. Maybe gradually. Maybe suddenly. But it will come. And the day it happens, you will look in the mirror and recognize the man staring back at you. Not the man who gave up. Not the man who settled. But the man who fought for himself. Your story isn't over. It's just beginning. If this message touched something inside you, leave a comment. Share your struggle. Share your hope. Because the moment you break silence, healing begins.